When Christopher Columbus reached the Americas in 1492, he thought he had found a new world. He believed it was a vast wilderness sparsely populated by primitive tribes. He was wrong. The Americas were already home to sophisticated civilizations with complex societies. These civilizations had existed for centuries, some for millennia before his arrival. They had built impressive cities, developed advanced agriculture, and created rich cultures. From the icy Arctic to the tip of South America, diverse Native American societies thrived. They adapted to a wide range of environments, from deserts to rainforests. They were skilled hunters, farmers, and architects. They had established trade networks that spanned vast distances. These were not simple, isolated groups. They were interconnected, innovative, and deeply connected to their land. Columbus's arrival marked a turning point in history. It led to the exploration and colonization of the Americas by Europeans. This had a devastating impact on the indigenous populations, leading to widespread disease, displacement, and cultural disruption. However, the story of Native Americans does not end there. Despite the challenges they faced, Native American cultures have shown remarkable resilience. Their traditions, languages, and knowledge continue to endure, shaping the Americas and the world in profound ways. Understanding their history is essential for understanding the Americas today. Before Columbus, the Americas were far from empty. Millions of people inhabited the two continents, with estimates ranging from 40 to 100 million. These populations were not evenly distributed. Some areas, like the Valley of Mexico and the Andes Mountains, supported large urban populations. Others, like the Great Plains, were home to nomadic groups. The diversity of Native American cultures was astounding. Thousands of distinct languages were spoken across the two continents. Each group had its own unique traditions, beliefs, and ways of life. Some were skilled hunters and gatherers, living in harmony with nature. Others were accomplished farmers, cultivating maize, beans, squash, and other crops. In North America alone, there were hundreds of distinct cultural groups. The Pueblo people of the Southwest built elaborate cliff dwellings and irrigation systems. The Iroquois Confederacy in the Northeast developed a sophisticated system of governance that influenced the founding fathers of the United States. The Plains Indians were renowned for their horsemanship and buffalo hunting skills. This vast tapestry of cultures was woven together by trade networks that spanned enormous distances. Goods, ideas, and even crops traveled along these networks, connecting distant communities. For example, corn, domesticated in Mesoamerica, became a staple crop for cultures across North and South America. While often portrayed as nomadic, many Native American societies were highly urbanized. They built impressive cities that rivaled those of Europe and Asia in size and complexity. These cities were centers of trade, religion, and culture. They housed sophisticated infrastructure, including pyramids, temples, and complex irrigation systems. One such city was Cahokia, located near present-day St. Louis, Missouri. At its peak around 1100 AD, Cahokia was the largest city in North America, with a population estimated at 40,000 people. It boasted a massive earthen mound, known as Monk's Mound, which was larger at its base than the Great Pyramid of Giza. Cahokia was a major trade hub, connecting communities across the Mississippi River Valley. In Mesoamerica, the Aztec capital of Tenochtitlan was a marvel of engineering and urban planning. Built on an island in Lake Texcoco, the city was interconnected by canals and causeways. It was home to grand temples, palaces, and a sophisticated system of aqueducts. At its peak, Tenochtitlan had a population of over 200,000, making it one of the largest cities in the world at the time. Further south in the Andes Mountains, the Inca Empire built its capital at Cusco. Known as the navel of the world, Cusco was a sacred city and the heart of a vast empire that stretched for thousands of miles. The Inca were master builders, constructing impressive stone structures like Machu Picchu, a breathtaking city built high in the Andes Mountains. These are just a few examples of the magnificent cities built by Native Americans. They are a testament to the ingenuity, organizational skills, and cultural achievements of these societies. Section 4, Masters of Agriculture, Builders of Empires, Native American Ingenuity. Native Americans were pioneers of agriculture. They independently domesticated a wide range of crops, including maize, beans, squash, potatoes, tomatoes, and chocolate. These crops became dietary staples not only in the Americas but also around the world after being introduced to Europe by Columbus and subsequent explorers. The agricultural innovations of Native Americans went beyond domesticating crops. They developed sophisticated techniques for managing land and resources. The Inca, for example, built elaborate terrace systems on the slopes of the Andes Mountains to create farmland. These terraces allowed them to grow crops in challenging terrain and prevented soil erosion. In North America, the Hohokam people of the Sonoran Desert built extensive irrigation canals to channel water to their crops. These canals, some of which were miles long, allowed them to thrive in an arid environment. The ingenuity and adaptability of Native American farmers allowed them to create food surpluses, which in turn supported larger populations and the development of complex societies. Beyond agriculture, Native Americans made significant strides in other areas. They were skilled astronomers, developing calendars and tracking celestial events. They were also talented artists, creating intricate pottery, jewelry, and textiles. Their societies were governed by complex systems of laws, alliances, and trade agreements. Section 5. A Clash of Worlds. The Impact of European Arrival. The arrival of Europeans in the late 15th century marked a turning point in the history of the Americas. It initiated a clash of cultures that had profound and lasting consequences for Native Americans. The Europeans brought with them not only new technologies and ideas, but also diseases to which Native Americans had no immunity. Smallpox, measles, and influenza ravaged Native American populations, killing millions. These epidemics weakened societies and made them vulnerable to conquest and exploitation. European powers, driven by a thirst for land and resources, began to claim territories and displace indigenous populations. The arrival of Europeans also brought about significant cultural disruption. Native American religions, languages, and traditions were suppressed and, in some cases, outlawed. Children were forcibly removed from their families and placed in boarding schools, where they were punished for speaking their native languages and practicing their cultures. The introduction of new technologies like firearms and horses further altered the balance of power. While some Native American groups adapted and incorporated these technologies into their own cultures, others were overwhelmed by the rapid pace of change. The fur trade, while initially beneficial to some, ultimately led to overhunting and depletion of resources. Section 6. The Long Shadow of Conquest, Enduring Legacies of Colonialism. The impact of European colonization continues to be felt by Native Americans today. Centuries of displacement, forced assimilation, and discrimination have left lasting scars. Many Native American communities struggle with poverty, lack of access to healthcare and education, and the loss of their traditional lands and resources. The legacy of colonialism is evident in the ongoing fight for treaty rights, land claims, and self-determination. Native American tribes are working to revitalize their languages and cultures, preserve their histories, and reclaim their rightful place in society. The struggle for recognition and justice continues. Despite the challenges they face, Native American communities demonstrate remarkable resilience. They are working to heal from the trauma of the past and build a better future for their people. They are leaders in environmental stewardship, drawing on their traditional knowledge to protect the land and water. They are sharing their stories and perspectives, challenging dominant narratives and enriching our understanding of American history. Section 7. Living Cultures, Enduring Knowledge. The Continued Influence of Native America. The story of Native Americans is not just a historical one, it is a living story, one that continues to shape the Americas and the world. Native American cultures are vibrant and dynamic, adapting to changing circumstances while preserving their traditions. Their knowledge and perspectives offer valuable insights into history, culture, and the environment. Native American art, music, and literature continue to inspire and challenge us. Their stories offer unique perspectives on the human condition and our relationship with the natural world. Their languages, while many are endangered, are being revitalized by dedicated individuals and communities. Native American communities are at the forefront of the environmental movement. They are drawing on their traditional ecological knowledge to address issues such as climate change, pollution, and biodiversity loss. Their perspectives on sustainability and interconnectedness are more relevant than ever. As we move forward, it is essential to recognize and honor the contributions of Native Americans. We must listen to their voices, learn from their experiences, and work together to create a more just and equitable future for all. The story of Native America is a story of resilience, adaptation, and the enduring power of culture. It is a story that continues to unfold.